Hello and welcome to the Eventlink tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to go over how to register your son and or daughter for sports. We're going to go over how to manage your calendars, and we're also going to go over how to volunteer. We ask that each family volunteers for at least 4 spots, and that's 4 total per season that your son and or daughter is registered to play sport. It's also important to register your son and or daughter in a timely manner so that we can make our plans accordingly and arrange for the appropriate number of coaches. First, we're going to log into your Eventlink account. When you log in, you'll see your name in the top right corner. If you hover over that, you'll be able to see all the different options on how to manage your account. If you click on Download Handbook, that will give you the student handbook, the student athlete addendum to the student handbook. This is also where you need to go to change anything. If you need to change your name, maybe spelling, or if you need to change your email address, this is where you go to do that. If you would like to add a contact, you can always click on that and add your cell phone. And if that's not your cell phone, or if you type something wrong, all you need to do is come here to press edit. And I'm just going to delete this because it's not my cell phone number. It's important that you add at least your email address so that you can get notifications. If a game is canceled or if an event is canceled, if the game time has been changed and you subscribe to that calendar. So for instance, if I change the boys basketball varsity game from 7 o'clock to 7:30, once that change is made, it will send a notification out to all who subscribe to that calendar. We'll go over that when we talk about calendars. First, let's talk about how to register your son and or daughter. When you hover over Forms and Purchases, you will see an option to click My Students. From there, you will be able to see whom you've already signed up as a student at the school who intends to participate in a sport. If you need to add a student, go up here to the green button, click on that, and you can add your son or daughter. You can always go back and edit as well. So if your son is actually in 10th grade, press save and it'll show up as in 10th grade. Now let's go back up here and click on Forms and Purchases. Come down here to Group where it says Trinity School at Greenlawn Athletic Teams Registration. Right now we only have soccer up, but we'll get basketball and track and field up pretty soon. Click on All Grade Soccer Registration and then click on the drop down menu and you can choose to register your son and or daughter for the sport. Go through here and upload the proper information and it says you have successfully registered for soccer. Let's go back here and let's pretend that Lou decides not to play soccer. All you need to do is click on View My Cart and hit the trash button and they will be taken off the registration list. This is going to be the same process on how to register for basketball as well as track and field. All right, let's talk about calendars. Click on the calendar tab. Under there, you'll see My Calendars. Click on My Calendars and you'll see Manage My Calendars. When you click on that, you'll be able to see these two columns, Available Calendars and My Calendars. Right now, I'm not subscribed to any program's calendars. Let's just say I have a son playing varsity boys soccer. So I'm going to come down here to soccer, boys varsity. I'm going to want to get also practice updates. And let's say I have a daughter who is playing and she's on the A team. So I'm going to click the plus sign there. And let's say I have a daughter who is playing on the varsity team. So I'm going to come down here to girls varsity, click on that, and I want the practices for that. So now you can see all of my calendars. I'll click save, and then the calendar will populate with these events. Now let's say I made a mistake and subscribed to a calendar that I didn't mean to. All you need to do is go back to manage my calendars and press the minus sign, and that calendar will go away. After you get all of the calendar items that you would like to subscribe to, if you click on Export All Subscriptions, that'll take you to a code in a URL bar. All you need to do is copy and paste that, and you can add that to your Google Calendar or your iCal. Okay, now let's talk about how to sign up to volunteer. What you're going to do is click on Event Jobs. Once you click on Event Jobs, you want to click Worker Requests. There will be a blue tab here that says Request. When you click on that, it will send me a notification stating that you have requested to be a worker. Again, we ask that all parents do this. Once I accept your request, you'll be able to access these open jobs. All of our volunteer needs have been populated. So what you need to do is click on Team Calendar for your son and or daughter's team. And again, we ask that you volunteer for 4 volunteer slots. Come down here to boys varsity soccer, for instance. And the jobs, the volunteer needs for boys varsity soccer will populate. All you need to do from there is click on accept, and you will then show as a volunteer for that event. Say you can be the gatekeeper for this game, click accept. And then your name will show up as a volunteer for that event. You will also receive notifications and reminders that you have signed up for those volunteering positions. If you click here on My Assignments, you will have also a list of assignments that you have already volunteered for. Once again, to recap, we ask that you register your son and or daughter in a timely manner so that we can make our plans accordingly. To do that, just click on My Students, add your students here, and then click on Forms and Purchases. Click on Trinity School at Green Lawn Teams Registration, and from there you can register your son and or daughter. Manage your calendars by going to My Calendar and add all the calendars for the programs you would like to subscribe to. Again, this is important because you will receive notifications about any updates that occur to these events. So if a game needs to be canceled, you'll receive an update that the game has been canceled via email and or text, depending on which alerts you signed up for. And then lastly, event jobs. You're going to want to click on worker request. There's going to be a blue button right here. You're going to click on that blue button. And then once you have been approved to be a worker, click on open jobs, click on team calendar, and go to the appropriate team calendar and make sure that you accept for any of the positions that you're able to volunteer for. This concludes the Eventlink tutorial. If you have any questions, you may email me or call me at any time. Thank you.